As soon as he let go of the food that was about to reach his mouth, he tried to push away the obstacle in front of him. The tree trunk began to become shaky under the effect of brute force, and John could only helplessly wait for death on the spot. At this time, White Fang, like a life-saving straw, poked his head out from the side and looked at Zhongxiang, who was many times bigger than himself. He did not leave but rushed up with a sword step to attract hatred. After noticing the abnormality behind him, Zhongxiang immediately changed his target and confronted White Fang. Although White Fang has been raised by humans for many years, but the wolf nature in him has not been worn away by time. At this time, both sides dare not act rashly and can only show their most ferocious side. One is for the most important person, and the other is for survival. A wolf and a bear both have reasons to throw away their lives and fight to the death. But the argument shown by White Fang made Zhongxiang tremble in his heart. Without the grasp of victory, he gave up. White Fang, who had won the battle, saw that John was safe and sound and left without looking back. The next day, John carried his luggage and prepared to escape to another place. At this time, White Fang was standing on a hillside to see him off. Seeing the scene, John was very sure that the little wolf had not forgotten him. After John left, White Fang resumed his previous luggage. That day, the chief of the tribe asked him to carry his luggage on his back. Fur came to the town to sell it, but unfortunately, the gangsters here set their sights on White Fang, who had wolf blood. In order to prove that their dogfighting was more powerful, the gangsters did not hesitate to loosen the rope that tied the dog when the chief was away. However, the more ferocious the front was, the more embarrassed it was. After just one encounter, the dogfighting was severely taught a lesson by White Fang. Looking at the howling dog, the gangster boss not only had no sympathy but also the excitement on his face was for White Fang. He was determined to win now. The huge commotion also attracted the attention of the chief who was selling furs. When he came over, he found that a group of thugs were besieging White Fang. He first calmed down the thugs who were ready to attack at any time. He immediately said that his dog was bitten by the beast. In order to calm the anger of the crowd, the chief chose to swallow his anger and immediately handed over a piece of good fur. However, the target of the thugs was White Fang. How could he be frightened by this? As soon as the chief said that White Fang was not for sale, the gangster misunderstood the gangster's intention. As a famous street thug in the town, how could he pay for something? He began to threaten the chief to either give White Fang to him or let the police come to deal with the dispute. Knowing that the white police would not help an Indian, the chief finally compromised on the principle of less trouble than more. The first thing the gangster boss did after getting White Fang was to